Hey, it's Randy Miles, and I'm really thrilled every time I get a chance to talk to my brother, Bill Moss Jr. He's on the phone with me. How are you?
Well, hello, Randy. It is always a pleasure. It's always good to hear that you're doing so good. I can just hear it in your voice. The energy is always high.
Oh, I appreciate it. I work hard at it. Some days I just want to go home and go straight to bed after.
You're not by yourself.
Trying to keep it together. I'm really excited about your project that you have out now, and it's doing really, really well. Salathia Records doing very, very well with what you all are doing. But I came across a new single that you have that's not part of that project.
Yeah. And we are doing different things because right now we're in a time, this pandemic has people uneasy. And so I think it's important that the messages have to continue to roll out of the music that we are gifted to write because it reaches people and it's a universal language. So it has an ability to give people a sense of security that politicians can't give right now.
Well, yeah, that's really important.
Absolutely. And so it speaks to the pandemic. It was kind of birthed out of the pandemic situation. And Mark Stansberry out of Nashville, Tennessee, friend of ours, he gave me the lyrics, sent them to me and just said, Bill, do whatever you want to do with it. And I was able to emotionally connect to it because it's talking simply about this is a brand new day to make a difference.
Yeah.
And it was because people were dying of this pandemic and we didn't see this coming.
Yeah.
And in the midst of getting the album mixed, right before I finished the last day of mixing, the George Floyd thing happened right around that same week.
Wow.
And so I put a line in there just as a friendly reminder, I can't breathe.
Wow.
And so, that song speaks to what we're living through right now, but it's also an array of hope because what we need to do is to continue like you're doing for me today, reaching out, making sure I get an opportunity to have a platform. We need more of this kind of stuff.
Absolutely. And it's called
Brand New Day.
Brand new day. Let's get started. Only way, be kind-hearted. Reach out. Somebody, reach out.
On the phone with Bill Moss Jr. The name of the single is called Brand New Day. And, last time we talked, we didn't really get a chance to go into it, but you had your own COVID scare.
I did. I really did. And it was a scare, a reality check, and also an affirmation that increased my faith because it did hit deep down in my lungs. But I laid in the bed one day and I asked the Lord, okay, you've chosen me for this to happen. So how long do I have to be in this position? And he said to me in a very loud voice in my spirit, until I heal you.
Wow. Come on now, don't get me started, because I'm a runner. I can't.
So for me, what that did to me was that I knew from that point on that I wasn't going to die from the disease or the virus.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to die. I just had to live through it so that I have a testimony and I can talk to somebody else about you fight on, you continue to fight this thing, and you continue to do what's right by wearing your mask. Don't take things for granted, because I think a lot of us were taking things for granted. We didn't know enough about this thing and how aggressive it really is.
Yeah.
And so I'm so glad that the Lord spared my life and I'm able to talk about it, Randy. So thanks for asking.
Yes.
And it definitely has made me better. I'm back to 100% healthy. I had some side effects in my fingertips. They were blue because my body was struggling for oxygen. Yeah. I had loss of smell, and I had some irregular heartbeats.
Yeah.
And all I did was went out there, started jogging, more miles, went to the gym, got my workout turned up a couple of just feel great.
Yeah, I am so grateful to hear that. I'm grateful about the brand new single called Brand New Day. And how can we get a hold of this?
This song is available on iTunes, Amazon, and Google, so all digital platforms. And we would definitely love the support of all of our followers and supporters.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time. How can we find you on social media?
Well, we are on Facebook. That's where I love to be. Love connecting on Facebook. My fan page is 4BM Junior, or you just want to say the number 4 BMJR. And my Instagram page at 4BMJ. Looking forward to talking and just, connecting with people who enjoy the music. Tell me how it's impacting your life.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. I love you, brother.
Love you too. Thank you always for the opportunity.